Period and sentences and ellipses show omission. This is lesson 15 in the architecture of grammar. My name is Léandre Larouche. I'm the author of the architecture of grammar and the founder of Trivium Writing. In this video, we're going to look at periods and ellipses. These are two punctuation marks. These are part of basic punctuations. Now, this is a period. I'm going to change my okay. This is a period and this is an ellipsis. Now, the reason these two punctuation marks are grouped together in the architecture of grammar is because they both end, or at least they deal with declarative sentences. What's a declarative sentence? Well, a declarative sentence is a sentence in which something is declared, something is stated as true, or it could possibly be wrong, but we trace a contrast between a declarative sentence and an interrogative sentence. The interrogative sentence is a question in which something is not stated, but something is asked. It is the type of sentence where we use question marks. We're going to be talking about question marks in one of the upcoming videos in this series, but here, when we're dealing with periods and ellipses, we're dealing with declarative sentences, although it is true that in some cases we could have an ellipsis and then have a question mark. Now, it does not matter whether we're talking about a simple sentence, a complex sentence, a compound sentence, or a compound complex sentence. It does not matter which one of these, as long as it is a declarative sentence, we are going to be using the period. And so, as we've mentioned in the past 15 videos, we have two main components that we need in a sentence. We need the who and we need the what. And if that's all we have in a sentence, then we put the period here at the end. Now, as we've been discussing, in a lot of cases, we have to have other elements. So we have to have the how, we have to have the why, we have to have the when, and it could go on and on and on. And whenever the sentence is finished, we put the period. Now, when do we use the ellipsis? Well, we use the ellipsis when we want to show that we've omitted something or we want to create a sense of intrigue. And what we do is we put two other periods. Sometimes we call this the three little dots. But this is called an ellipsis. And so if I say, Léandre bought a penthouse through a real estate agent because he wanted to move in 2013, then I'm implying that I'm leaving something out, that I'm not telling the full story. And sometimes in certain types of writing, for example, marketing, we will use in the middle of a sentence, we will use the ellipsis and then end the sentence with a period. But most of the time, most of our sentences, and especially in work and academic context or in books, we are going to end the sentence with a period. It ends the declarative sentence neutrally. And so one thing that I always advise people is not to abuse ellipses, because if you abuse ellipses, then people get used to it and it doesn't have the same impact anymore, and it can also undermine your credibility. So that is for periods and ellipses. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. I will see you in the next one.